Antony to Manchester United. It's a here we go. As I told you, like I think 4 or 5 hours back, that United have already agreed a deal with a side which goes by the names of Ajax, and I did a video again on Thursday telling you that 36 hours left you get for this deal to happen, and by the time the 48 hours elapsed, that was yesterday and that was a Saturday, and today was a new day. Obviously, we expected a lot of movement for Antony to join Manchester United. I told you Edwin van der Sar had intervened. Very many people came in through to intervene in this deal, and finally they've gotten the player who goes by names of Antony. And Fabrizio Romano is gonna head to really give us a here we go, and boom, it's what we have been waiting for. At 100 million euros, deal has been agreed. Fabrizio Romano has confirmed this. Welcome to United Matters channel. How are you guys and where are you watching us from? I go by the names of Rock and David. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. We are left with just how many subscribers? I think we're left with like 100 subscribers to hit 7,000 subscribers, guys. For this video, subscribe. Let's hit 7,000 subscribers, and after hit the like button. Smash the like button for almost 1,000 times, guys. 1,000 likes on the video as you welcome Antony to Manchester United. One of the players, very exciting, that you guys, the viewers of United Matters channel, have always been saying that you wanted to see at Manchester United, and obviously he's in. Antony is in. Rock and David is my name. Let's jet and roll and let you know what has been transpiring around this deal in here onto United Matters channel. Antony to Manchester United, here we go. That is Fabrizio Romano. Agreement in principle with Ajax, 100 million euros fee, contract until June 2027 with option until 2028. To be signed tomorrow. Contracts being prepared. It's Eredivisie historical record fee. Antony will be in Manchester next week. So that is Fabrizio Romano confirming to you that a deal has been agreed between Ajax and Manchester United, and now here we go. Everything is prepared. Contracts are going to be signed until 2027 with 2028, meaning that United is signing Antony. For first and foremost 5 years. 5 years, you get, then and a further year. That is a 6-year contract given to Antony by Manchester United. Obviously, when you sign a player at 100 million euros, you have to tie him to contract. Being at the age of 22 years, you have to tie him on a longer contract such that you really get out your money that you invested. And obviously, Antony is the guy, and United has really gone ahead to deliver him at Old Trafford, and Carrington next week is going to be there to undergo his medical and obviously do the needful and be in Manchester to really make that appearance for Manchester United in here onto the United Matters channel. And that has been Fabrizio Romano. It's an Eredivisie, by the way, historical record. Reason being, it was Frankie de Jong who was holding that record at 85 million euros from Ajax to Barcelona. And again it was Ajax doing that, and I think they've set a new pace, and I really believe that PSV is going to learn at this and say, all right, you can sell a player at 100 million euros who is at level of Antony, meaning that even Cody Gakpo, we can sell him for more. I think it's really going to put in a new yardstick that Eredivisie clubs are really going to be considering a lot. But obviously the player has been delivered at Manchester United, and that is Fabrizio Romano. He continued to let us know that Antony wanted to reunite with Erik ten Hag at Manchester United, who is more than a manager to him. Staying at Ajax was not even a topic for Antony, who was prepared to fight with the club to let him go to Manchester United. That is Fabrizio Romano. So it shows you the connection between Erik ten Hag and Antony. And I have always told people that when you talk about a lucky manager, Erik ten Hag is one. Erik ten Hag is lucky, guys. Look, from not getting these signings in time to going to the Rabiots and Anatovic, you get, and Sir Jim Ratcliffe comes in through. The board knows that you're supposed to go in and spend money. We bring in Casemiro at £60 million. We've brought in Antony at 85 million pounds, and then United is going in for Victor Osimhen. I've read that story and I was shocked. I'm asking myself, these Glazers need to go out, because if at all they had all this money and they were not spending it, and they're spending it now because there is a viable buyer, then they should get out. Meaning that if at all Sir Jim Ratcliffe never came in through, we wouldn't have been getting these players like Antony, Casemiro, maybe Victor Osimhen, you get? Because right now they're on pressure and they're pushing for these deals to go through. And obviously, Ten Hag is getting his best out of this. That's why I'm telling you that he's a lucky manager. 3 shifts from not getting the players in time to getting only 3 out of his 7 wish list transfers or targets. Then United looks like it's out of the Antony deal, offering him Anatovic, offering him Rabiot. All those deals fell off. Then he gets what he wanted. You get? Obviously, Antony came in through and said, I will be there for you every time you need me. That was something really put up when Erik ten Hag was leaving Ajax to Manchester United. So the farewell message for Antony to Erik ten Hag read as source. So obviously it's done and happened. The player was ready to fight and he fought, because I think it's now 2 weeks when he's not training with Ajax. You get? Today Ajax has played a second game. He has not played. Remember that of Sparta, he never played, and even today he didn't play, pushing for that move. And he even went out to do an interview with FABRIZIO Romano, and he exposed Ajax because they had already agreed that when a viable buyer comes in through after 2 years at Ajax, you should sell me. And I told you the reason as to why he was pushing for this. Rafinha has gone to Barcelona. He's competing with Rafinha on that position. And obviously, when you look at Rafinha, in Barcelona, there is a lot of competition with Ousmane Dembele and very many others, Ansu Fati, Ferran Torres, and very many other players. Ferran Torres and very many others. But for him, he's coming at Manchester United to come in and really take over that right side. Trust me, Rashford is in danger. As I told you last time in the video we did, that Rashford is in danger because of this guy. So he knows that if the person you're competing with at the national team is really at Barcelona, you need to take a further step. The World Cup is near, and you need to go on and really go in play for Manchester United, because it will put you in the spotlight and you'll always want to come in through and play. So that's what FABRIZIO Romano told us, that Erik ten Hag Antony wanted to unite with Erik ten Hag because he knows that he's going to be playing him game in, game out, and obviously the squad of United really needs a player like Antony. Then FABRIZIO Romano told us that Ajax didn't want to negotiate a deal for Antony in the last 3 or 4 days. United were worried, but ultimately found the best solution for all parties. Edwin van der Sar really helped on the Ajax side and was always calm and relaxed to find this best solution. Obviously, I came in and put up that story that he has intervened. Someone told me that, no, he's the one who's really making it hard for us to get the player. I told you that even in the deal of Lisandro Martinez, it was like the technical director of Ajax was trying to really put in a block. I don't know what's wrong with Manchester United. Were they not happy with Erik ten Hag joining Manchester United? I don't know, because it looks like Ajax has played hardball for Manchester United. But obviously, even United can't go away with a clean slate because they're having bad negotiators. You know that very well. They aren't good at negotiating deals. That is a team which goes by the names of Ajax. A team which goes by Manchester United. And we are here. We are where we are because they couldn't go in to land these signings way back in May or June. That's it. So the parties didn't want, but obviously Edwin van der Sar came in through and really helped Ajax negotiate and find this solution. Obviously, I knew that this deal was going to happen. The moment United put in 80 million euro bid, I know they were ready to go to the farthest until where this deal could end, because they've missed out on Frankie de Jong. When you miss out on Frankie de Jong, you have to at least deliver Antony and Casemiro and maybe another player to really cover up and show the fans that obviously Frankie de Jong is not here, but we've gotten in another player who is really good. We have gotten good players who can really come in here and really excite you at the club of Manchester United. But guys, don't forget, the Glazers need to be put on pedestal because they are doing all this because there is a viable buyer. That means if the viable buyer was not here, we wouldn't have seen the Glazers losing the strings of their passes, isn't it? That's it. Then Antony was considered a top target by Ten Hag all summer. Another Premier League club also asked about Antony in July. The club will be revealed in September. That's it. To me, 100% believe that the club is Liverpool. I won't be shocked because Liverpool were pushing for Antony. Why? Liverpool know that this season is so much tight and they are preparing for the post-Salah days. And I will believe that Liverpool might have gone ahead to extend the contract or give Mohamed Salah a new contract. They never wanted to lose him on a free. And they saw what had happened to them at Mohamed Salah. Sorry, at Sadio Mane. Sadio Mane went in for like £30 million because he was tied on just 1 year left on his contract. And that would have been the same case next season. And Mohamed Salah was going to go out on a free and they're going to get little money out of him if they sell him this time. So Liverpool wanted to bring in another player to replace him when he really leaves. And that was Antony. They were going in for Antony, but Antony said, no, I only want Manchester United. And it shows you how much we are really loved by Antony. Then, Lolly Whitwell and a man who goes by the names of David Austin. Remember, Lolly Whitwell is a United correspondent for The Athletic, and David Austin is a football correspondent for The Athletic. David Austin is in the levels of Fabrizio Romano. He's really good and great at really breaking stories, and I really believe that he has had a better transfer window than Fabrizio. Also, Fabrizio has really broken in some other good news, but obviously all the big deals have been broken by David Austin at The Athletic. But they've told us that United finally made a breakthrough in the pursuit of Antony this weekend and are set to pay Ajax guaranteed 95 million euros plus 5 million euros in add-ons. The deal for Antony to join Manchester United could now be finalized on Monday. So only 5 million euros are going to be add-ons. It shows you how hard this deal was for United to negotiate, because they really thought that if we give them 80 million euros and we put in 20 million euros of add-ons, maybe Ajax would say, all right, it's okay. But obviously they said no. Ajax said no, and obviously United had to dance to the tunes of Ajax, because we are left with how many days? We are left with now, today is 28th, 29th, 30th, 31st. We are left with 4 days to end the transfer window, and obviously United still need to get in more players, because looks like Ronaldo is leaving. They need another center forward. Obviously it's not supposed to be one. We're supposed to bring them in 2. The goalkeeper is coming in through. We need another midfielder, and we need a right back. So it looks like they saw to it that let us first get this hard deal first, the difficult deal to get done, and on Monday we go in for other signings, such that we get this business done on Wednesday, because on Thursday United will be away at King Power Stadium to play a side which goes by the names of Leicester City, and obviously the deal for Antony to join Manchester United could be finalized on Monday. Even Fabrizio Romano told us the same thing, and even Lolly Whitwell and David Austin have told us the same thing, that the deal is going to be finalized on Monday. Now, we've been told that Sao Paulo, this is the former club where they really bought a player who goes by names of Antony. It said that Sao Paulo will receive 20% of the transfer fee through Antony's impending move to United, and 2.7 because of the solidarity mechanism as a training club. So obviously this 2.7 as a trading club was put there as was a fee that was put there by FIFA every time that player moves to another club. The club that really nurtured him gets 2.7% of the amount of money this player has been sold. And obviously a 20% was really included into a clause when Sao Paulo was selling him to Ajax. And obviously they're going to get 20% out of 100 million euros. You get 20% out of 100 million euros. That is close to 20 million euros. Then when you add on the 2.7%, that is like 2-3 million euros. So that means they're going to get close to 23 million euros from a deal of Antony to Manchester United. And I think Sao Paulo are outside there really laughing, because they bought him they told us, at 15 million euros as per the European lad. He's a guy so close to Ajax, loves Ajax a lot, and obviously this guy never wanted Antony to come in through. But after a deal was agreed, he went ahead and really said, a player who scored 24 goals and 22 assists in all competitions, and the winger signed for 50 million euros. and sold for 100 million euros in the for you. He came in and said it's a bargain and that United are being mugged. They shouldn't be paying for this amount of money, and Ajax is selling him because it's really a very good fee for them. And I see him contradicting himself a lot, because he at one time told us that Antony is not for sale. The club is left just 5 days to find his replacement. He's a good player. We need the player. The manager needs the player. And after a player agrees a deal with United, he comes out and says, no, United has been really ransomed. The player is not worth that money. Yes, we all agree. Antony is not worth 100 million euros. He is half this amount of money United has paid for him. But obviously, United were desperate and they put themselves into this condition because they would have gone in and really paid close to 50 million euros in June. But they couldn't. And they waited because they thought they were going to save money, and they thought that Erik ten Hag could do this job on a cheap to improve these players, and we're going to get results. But when we are beaten twice in our opening 2 fixtures of the Premier League, then Sir Jim Ratcliffe came in through and really said, all right, I want to buy this club. Obviously, they had to wake up and do the needful and really get in a player who goes by the names of Antony. But he has scored 24 goals and gave 22 assists in all competitions. And trust me, if Antony even came in at Manchester United for the first 2 years and scored 24 goals and put in 22 assists, those are close to 50 goal involvements. We were praising Bruno for putting up 50 goal involvements in his first 2 seasons. I think that is a bargain for him, and he's going to come in here and hit the ground running. I've seen very many people very much worried about Antony, saying that Antony won't really hit the ground running because of the pressure he's going to be having. I doubt. This time around, it's a different case altogether. He's coming at Manchester United, where his former manager, who really nurtured him to what he has become, is the person that bought him. Secondly, the Brazilian environment. Casemiro and Fred Rodriguez are at Manchester United, and he's going to fit in this club early enough. Lastly, talk of Lisandro Martinez. They were playing at the same club for the previous 2 seasons, and obviously Antony is here to get back and reunited to his friends he already knows, the Brazilian community and his former teammate who goes by names of Lisandro Martinez. So I'm not worried about Antony. I know he's going to hit the ground running. Look at the game yesterday. Off the right flank, if Antony was there or was on the bench, trust me, you bring Antony in the 70th minute of that game to play from that right side. Obviously, you expect a lot of momentum to be built from that side. That's it. So I really believe that we need this player because he is really good and we need him at Manchester United, obviously. Then, guess what? Another player that United has been linked to and he's talking to is Cody Gakpo. This is what he had to say for the Antony deal to Manchester United. He said, nice for him, but for me and my future, I think that has no influence. It's a puzzle. So in the next days, I'll see which puzzle fits best for me. It would be certainly not bad to stay at PSG. We'll see. So he's okay with leaving PSV or staying. That is Cody Gakpo. You get? But obviously, in the way he's saying this, it looks like, yeah, if a chance comes in through, I'll go in and leave PSV. But he's okay with everything, and he's still into a mode of saying, obviously, if I don't move this season, maybe in January, after the World Cup, or in the summer of next year, I'll leave, because I know very many clubs are interested in me and they're willing to go in and purchase and buy me. That is a man who goes by the names of Cody Gakpo. Then, when he was asked about leaving or joining Manchester United, he said, there are also other options. United are a serious option. I can hear it all. I try to shut myself off from it, but it's difficult, obviously. So it's difficult, and he knows it, that when United knocks on the door, obviously you are unsettled, especially when a player of the type of Cody Gakpo and you are being managed by a manager who goes by the names of Ruud van Nistelrooy, who was once at Manchester United, who will never say, don't join Manchester United, because even Van Nistelrooy, he was a very good player at PSV, but guess what made him the best striker in the world by the time? It was his signature. It was his move that he made from PSV to Manchester United. And obviously, we always tell Cody Gakpo, going to Manchester United is always a dream. And when you go there, Obviously, with your quality, you'll go in and become one of the best players in the world because you have quality onto this team. So I really believe that we should bring in Antony. And if at all Cody Gakpo is there and has shown that he's okay to move, we should also bring in Cody Gakpo. Reason being, those flanks need to be reinforced. That game of Southampton was hard because we never had quality on the bench. You bring in Antony and Cody Gakpo in the 60th minute against Southampton. You take off Rashford, you take off Sancho, you bring Cody Gakpo and Antony. Those are threats. Those are threats. And if at all we happen to bring in Cody Gakpo and Antony, I will count the game of Arsenal at Old Trafford a won game. No team is going to boss us off the park because you'll be having lots of options to come in and really change the game of football at the side which goes by names of Manchester United. And let no one lie to you, that United doesn't want these players. They are wanted. Cody Gakpo is needed. Why? He plays off the left. Do we have a lot of services from the left? No. The right, Sancho, good. But you need an Antony because Sancho is not going to be playing every game. Remember, with effect from the 1st of September, we are not even from the 1st of September because this week we are going to be playing 2 games. United is playing on Thursday and then on Sunday, and then after playing on Sunday is going to be 4th. In the midweek, we are going to play a game in the UEFA Europa League, and on the weekend we are going to play, and it's going to be like that until the 4th of November. We need these players, meaning that if Cody Gakpo and Antony start in the Premier League, and Sancho comes in through and plays some little minutes, then obviously we can go in and really land a signing of a player you can go in and play Sancho and Rashford in the next game. That's what we need at Manchester United, and obviously this is why Cody Gakpo is needed. Antony is here. Cody Gakpo is also needed at Manchester United, and obviously he's willing to join us. That is the good news that we really want to hear because the signings we've made are so concrete, and obviously Erik ten Hag is really one of those managers that is really blessed and so much happy as per now. Registering 2 wins consecutively against Liverpool and Southampton. And you have to bear in mind that these 2 signings that have just come in through have not been part of those games that we won. Casemiro didn't play the game of Liverpool. He came on and played only 10 minutes against Southampton, but his impact was felt immediately, and he showed you that he's going to come in and really be a very good player at Manchester United. Now, in the game against Arsenal, you're going to be having a fully fit squad with Casemiro, Antony, and maybe Cody Gakpo, and maybe a Memphis Depay. So we are really going to be having a very good team. And you see, the way you start your transfer window matters a lot, but even the way you end it really matters a lot. Right now, United started its window badly. That's the reason why you're calling the Glazers to go out of Manchester United. But finally, they're bringing in players that the manager would have loved to be having at the beginning of the season, meaning that if you are to blame anyone for United losing out on the first 2 games of the season, who do you point at? It's the Glazers in the board, because right now, after losing 2 games, they're bringing in these signings, which is a late solution. It is supposed to be a fast solution. It's supposed to be a primary target for United to get its targets before the start of the season. You get? But we've been told by FABRIZIO Romano that Manchester United are now focusing on signing Martin Dubravka. He's doing an Antony. He's insisting and pushing to join Manchester United. So obviously Dubravka is pushing to join Manchester United, assistant goalkeeper. He wants to come in and join United, and that's what I had for you here onto the United Matters channel. Tell me what you think about Antony. Here we go. Cody Gakpo reacting to Antony and showing us interest that he's 100% okay with the move to join Manchester United, and we can't wait to have him at Old Trafford and Carrington to undergo his medical. And obviously, very many deals are being worked on by Manchester United. Let's wait and see how many more we are going to be getting at Manchester United as far as this deal all this time is concerned at United Matters channel. And David is my name. Guys, We are left with 100 subscribers to hit 7,000 subscribers on this channel, and never to subscribe to this channel, guys. Subscribe, smash the like button. Antony is here. We want to see 1,000 likes on this video welcoming Antony to Manchester United. May the Almighty God protect you abundantly. I can't promise you this is the last video, but in the next 1 or 2 or 3 hours, I might return to tell you what has matured about this deal of Antony to Manchester United. Maybe it's on the plane, traveling to Manchester, all that and more into the channel. Subscribe, guys, so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. But I once again call for your reactions in the comment section below onto this channel, onto this story. I'm out.